Alright, what's up, guys? Sorry for the, I guess the delay in uploading this video, but I've been moving, as you can see, I don't know, but I'm in a new room, I'm in a new house, but yeah, we're gonna do day 2 training today, and that is gonna be spotting liquidity sweeps, and yeah, honestly, we're just gonna start with that. Um, so it's a relatively simple concept, but it's kind of hard to understand for some reason. I don't know. I was learning more about it today and over the past few days. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. So first off, a liquidity sweep is when pretty much there's a bunch of orders out on the market. All right, and people have to um, people have to get their orders filled, and banks also have to get their orders filled. So there's a bunch of orders out in the market, and pretty much um, a bank comes in. All right, let's use this as an example right here. We'll use right here because I was already looking at this. So right here, when someone's buying, that means there has to be an order to sell, right? So there's some buying and selling, and let's say we get below this low right here. This is a perfect opportunity for a bank to pretty much sweep all the liquidity and change the trajectory of the stock. So it's possibly coming back up. This is pretty. I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, but it's pretty much liquidity is, you know, the order, how many orders are on the market, and then the banks are pretty much the ones that um, pretty much move the market, obviously. So let me take off this jacket. All right. So yeah, it's on. You can find them on all time frames. Let's start with the daily for gold. Let's reset this view, and okay. Wow, why is it? No. Why am I on this? Thank you. There we go. How can I get rid of these? Whatever. Anyways, so um, it's pretty much signified by like a high or a low, a higher high or a higher low. So let's say, boom, we hit this high right here. Let's draw a little thing right here. Okay, so we haven't hit this high yet, but let's say we do. Let's say we come up. Oh my god, yes. Let's say we come up, boom, hit this high, break this high. This is a potential for a liquidity sweep where we will just, the market will reverse, and we will have just like this uptrend, we'll start a downtrend that goes all the way, wherever. Obviously this is a big time frame, so this isn't something we would trade off of, but it's something we can use to understand how the market is running. So let's go back to the 5 minute. Actually, no, let's just go down to 4 hour. Here we go. Get rid of this. There's lots of examples. Alright, let's use this high for an example. Boom. We have this high, whatever, stuff happens. Boom. We're coming up, we test this high. Liquidity sweep, boom. Downtrend. And so obviously not every high or every low is going to be like this, which is why we also have the, other indicators which will give us good entry points and which will tell us if this will happen. But this is good. Alright, here we go. Another one. test that low again. Liquidity sweep back up. Let's try another one. Let's try the 1 hour. Let's go. Alright, we got everything sized. Sure, I mean, we could even use this. Boom, right there. We test this high. Stay above it for, I mean, a little bit. I mean, it doesn't have to touch the exact same point, but what I'm saying is it hits this point again, and then the banks are like, oh, we got our liquidity, you know, and then they reverse the trend back down. Here we go. There's another one. This big low right here. Don't hit this low for a long time, and then we finally do hit the low, and then we are sent back up on an uptrend from this big low. And the reason I'm doing this is to try and understand, like, this is why the markets are doing what they're doing. You know, it's not just like a random high or like a random low. It's banks that are doing this to actually move the market, and so we need to understand this in order to trade effectively. And finally, let's just go down to the 1 minute. Okay, and you can see this on any time frame, right? Wow, what happened earlier? That's insane. Anyways, prominent high. Let's just use this one. That's pretty prominent. Okay, so this is where other indicators come into play. So boom, we hit it. I have this action right here. This is when we hit the high again. This is when we're looking at it. We're like, oh, you know, this is probably going to send us in the other direction. However, when you're looking at this, there's a whole bunch of other things you need to take into account. So this right here is a pretty fat order block, and so you have to look for essentially a break of structure. So let's see. Here we have this high, we're coming down. Boom. We do not close below this low. There's no essentially break of structure. So there's nothing to really go off of here. Like, if there's no break of structure, it's not changing its uptrend down to the downtrend, right? So we wouldn't take a trade off this. Now, obviously, I haven't looked at all the other ones that I just pointed out to see if there is a break of structure, but that's essentially what I'm going to be trying to do. What I'm going to try to do. Jeez, my gosh, to have more of this coffee. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for this short training video. This is my next step, is learning how to, like, I guess, see this very clearly and incorporate the break of structure into liquidity, and hopefully taking some trades off of this. I won't go live today, but I'll probably try and take some trades, and I'll post those trades. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining me.